Hello, guys and goddesses. Um, I'm getting a lot of messages today, but this one feels very serious. I think this one feels more serious than normal. So this may take a little while. The words or the message I'm kind of getting is regarding frozen timelines and the current schedule of a frozen timeline, unless things change. Okay. I do feel like some letters first. Well, one card first. Let's see what we get. And letters first. This does feel like an awareness, a warning, behavioral awareness, even. Ace of Wands. Oof. Creation. One more, please. Prince of Wands. Very interesting. All right. So there's someone who has created loss. They were perhaps to be a very big creator in this environment, in this realm, Earth, the time we're living in now, type of thing. They were to be a creator and a person of knowledge and interest. Could be a journalist. Could be somebody who gives opinion to people, or just could be someone really opinionated. So let's see what we get in the letters. I'm also getting the energy of someone who might be really good at stalling themselves or others. So, okay, message. Frozen time. If you are new to this channel, you're not seeing my letter readings, you can skip ahead now because it's going to get a little noisy and a little bit quiet at times. But look for this, and then you can stop skipping ahead through the video, okay? If you don't want to watch this part. All right. Frozen timeline. Message. Okay. Yep. All right. So this message includes hard endings, as in not your life is over. Okay. Let's. All right. You can stop for a second before I start putting the letters out. As I said, as I was taking the letters out, this data includes a hard ending if someone doesn't fix or correct timeline data. This can be someone, and when I say hard ending, I mean end of your life. Jesus, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go in on the letters. I'll just see what's here. So you can skip ahead if you want to. Mm. Go sit down. Okay, I'm going to stop here with this because this isn't what I would call the full message. So I'm just going to stop at this one right here. And let's see the general message here. So someone came here to this plane to protect others, to bring them into the universe and protect them. Fours in reverse. So things changed, or maybe someone wasn't in a healthy enough place to do the work. And so the universe has issued an order of protection, so to speak. And this is somebody's getting ready to go through an extended amount of rejection on a variety of levels because you didn't do the work you came here to do. Or you only did part of it, something like that. So for a while, you may be watched, tested in some way or another, and controlled by others outside of the self. Ew. Okay, and I don't mean to go ew, okay, because that's not nice, but whoever is, if you're aware enough and cognizant enough to hear and understand the message I'm giving you, you understand words, you don't wake up in the morning and walk into traffic, okay? Then you have an opportunity to get off the timeline you're on. Somebody's on the timeline right now where in a little while, shit's gonna go really, really, and I do mean really downhill. Um, I'm trying to figure out where my other cards are. There they are. Right. Okay. Yes. 9999. It just keeps going 9. Okay, what's this year? 2022. Okay, so listen, you have roughly 5 to 6 years. You have roughly 5 to 6 years before you can't switch the timeline, can't move it, can't do anything. Done. Wrap. This can mean end of life, can mean end of access to people that you love, care about, access to yourself. Somebody has the ability to stop an action that's going to go over your head. Not over your head as in you miss it, but you don't have a say. Someone is lining you up over the next 5 years. It's happening now for somebody. Somebody's got, in some kind of way, they got a good plan to devastate. This is a message for one person, by the way. I don't know who you are, but I'm definitely feeling heavy energy of needing to do another reading today. Okay. But this one felt a little bit more serious. It doesn't feel like if there's other people involved that are making you feel legitimately fucking crazy, you gotta step back from that energy and take control of your brain. You gotta take control of your head, how you think, what you're speaking about. If you do know better, if you do know that other people are looking at you and talking about you being crazy, there's a silence you need to learn at this time. Doesn't mean not talk to anybody, but be so extra careful how you express yourself. And you need to learn that anyway for this fucking realm. Okay? This galaxy, you definitely got to learn what elements to let other people see and which ones to find a better output for. It could be music, can be art, can be creating things, things that people will enjoy. People like crazy art that comes from wild feelings and thoughts. Some of the best artists made that stuff, and that's what your wild ass energy is supposed to be doing, especially those of you who know how to function. You know better. You know enough not to wake up in the morning and walk into traffic butt naked, corn stuck up your ass. You know all of that. You don't do it every fucking morning. So everything after that is choice. So part of the work in this lifetime is getting a hold of the way you think and the way you express the output. Um, to others, you may appear to be a lost angel. Lost angels. I don't know. Okay. I don't know why that's popping more than. Anyways. Okay, Lost Angels. Let's move on. Um, but for Shizzle, man, there's something going on around you where if you don't fucking get a hold of yourself, other people are going to be able to subtract and add to your life without your say so. It may be perceived that you're not taking care of yourself, not loving yourself, or not loving your obligations. Whether it's people, children, things around you, it just feels like, okay, let me tell you the general energy I'm getting. I hope it's not this. Do not be offended by my words. I'm simply sharing the images coming through. I see somebody who maybe others are saying is mentally ill. Motherfuckers might be saying, oh, you're a little bit crazy. You don't think straight. You can't act right. Let's take these things from you, like your freedom, your thoughts, or your ability to medicate yourself or not. I don't fucking know. But check the math. You're going to be naive on repeat, multiple lifetimes over. This has already happened. Each lifetime, you get a little wake up like this. And it's probably not exactly like this, but something like this where somebody goes, hey, we know you're not fucking crazy. Stop acting like it. Not everybody needs to know every thought. That shit is art. There's so much value in putting your crazy ass thoughts onto canvas, music, something artistic, period. Not expressing it to other people. This ain't even therapist data because you ain't come here for strictly crazy shit. You came here to do a bigger work than that, but there may have just been enough chaos that you are having what feels like an impossible time trying to get other people to leave you the fuck alone. And here's the thing, it's not that you tell them to leave you alone and they will. You have to act like there's nothing fucking wrong with you. And then you're boring and then people stop fucking with you. They go away. You're normal, you're square, you fit in. You know how to move like the others. You fit in, everybody's calm. They go the fuck away and they go look for the next. Okay, the word that's coming through was nutcase. I'm sorry. I know that's not a nice thing to say. Many apologies if this is your data, but fuck it. Let's get this message out. Take it the hard way, take it the rough way, adjust and find that inner self that it looks better on display to the others. Doesn't mean you got to be that 24 hours a day cuz fuck that, be yourself, right? But in front of the others, you know who they are. In front of them, comply. In front of them, it needs to look like there's nothing wrong with you, so they look stupid. So they look like they're just being picky pokey. I don't know where that word. Picky pokey. Okay. Moving on. Now, for somebody, you have other people trying to um, put a cage of some sort on you, and so they may be searching for people, information, ways to do that. And they may be saying that your ass is crazy. Oh my God. Okay. Um, I just got chills. Okay. Mind you, it's 74 degrees where I'm indoors at. Okay. I turned the heater's been on. Okay. Um, but I have chills. Okay. So somebody may be trying to get others or some institution or something financial something to believe that your ass is cray cray. So when I got the chills, the message that came through was there's a check involved, there's money involved, there's something valuable involved in caging your ass. Okay, telling people you're crazy, medicating you, slowing you the fuck down. Harmful matters. Okay, and the abuse. Oh right. Let's make you look bad. Oh, and there it is. Okay. Frozen timelines, alternative timelines. Okay, So you may have some people who are trying to freeze your timeline of existence. They get a free ride if you're stuck. They get your money, they whatever the fuck you get, they get a cut, they get a percentage, or they get all, they have to manage it, or you know where I'm going with this. I feel crazy right now doing this. So this is a time sensitive issue, okay? So you will not get this message multiple times from here. So if this is your data, man, listen, you gotta correct it. I see suit and tie. So maybe you're a normal, you're comfortable person, or maybe you're eccentric in the way you appear. In front of the others, they you have to blend in, angel guide. Okay? Angel guide. You are here to educate others in some way later on down the line, or perhaps you're doing it now through whatever bad stuff is going on. There may be people learning off of what is happening to you, or what they're saying is happening. So I'm gonna need you to flip script on these motherfuckers. Okay? I'm gonna need you to flip script. High probability you came here with extra gifts. It's not even a high probability. It's like you came here with extra gifts. You got a lot of extra gifts, and you came through. You came through. Oh, let me pull a card so I have the words. Mm-hmm. So you came through. You might have spent more than one lifetime as a man. But in this lifetime, you might be feminine with a masculine energy, masculine air about you. It is aggressive and dominating, or it's uncomfortable to other men who can't find their testicles. Sorry, guys, if you're listening. I love you, but I wasn't talking about you. So don't be all emotional. So your energy causes spikes in others, like stock, right? And spikes. And then everybody's like buying in on it, and then it falls off, right? And you may do well in group situations, but people do come to not like you. They will come, whether it's now or in past lifetimes. If you got into any type of leadership position, people went from like accepting it to hating you. And they may not have told you that right up front. Instead, they viewed you as a problem, got in the background, and then got in the background with others on how to deal with you, how to get rid of you. Secret of solving. 10 being a number of completion. So your lifetime cycle losses happen because of groups of people making decisions about you. And it concretes, turns the current timeline you're on into concrete. Can't get off that bitch. But for some reason, something about each lifetime damaging you sustains those near you. Mm. What? Okay, the word I just got was Munchausen. I don't. I didn't make no card for that. Well, what are you, Munchausen? So you may have come up in a family that learned the rewards of illness. Um, can be people who discovered they get more attention when they get sick, or people who behave a certain way so that they get a very specific type of attention, and they may use that behavior to manipulate pretty much everything. So let's say maybe you had a parent that um, had stomach issues, And maybe they did have an illness, got to the doctor said, yes, this is a bad thing going on with the stomach. And so for the next 30 or 40 or 50 years, every situation becomes about their stomach. Literally anything. It's the 4th of July, there's fireworks. Oh, I can feel them in my stomach. My stomach hurts. Pay attention to me. And they got lots of love and strength from people focusing on them, caring for them. And so later on in life, they discover that nobody's paying attention, but they become a parent. And maybe they start to discover, hey, I get backup attention if the kid gets sick. I get to go to the hospital, get to go to the doctors. Everybody feels some kind of way. I can talk about it online where people can hear it. And it's a true event, but a false push or grab, as it, whatever. And so somebody maybe taught you, or maybe they're just doing it and you resist it. One of the two. Someone has learned how to gain off of making other people around them sick. Sick, sad, broken, unable to move. But the timeline that's frozen for one can be a timeline that's frozen for all. I'm going to go back in real quick, see if there's anything else here. If you want to speed up, you can. Okay. All right. Whoever this is for, you may be being thrown off at this time by like excessive behavior. You may encounter people who exacerbate that energy in you. Can be people who like to party, get down, get funky, get loose. And they just keep rotating and dancing into your environment to keep you off balance, to keep you on one timeline. Let's clarify what this book is. Okay, so for somebody, the road to getting off your path, to getting off this bad timeline, may start inside of a book. You may be at a period where you ain't listening to nobody. It may be a period where you don't even know who to trust. So start with a book of a strip from a stranger. It doesn't feel like going for the craziest self-help thing, but perhaps something will catch your attention if you go online to a bookshop or have a bookstore near you. If you just want to cut to the meat and potatoes, find a book that really just catches your attention. I see a book that is visually capturing. It's going to visually capture your attention, whether you're getting it online or in the store. It's the book itself is going to catch your attention. I see something with tan to brown colors, and it kind of glows to you. Maybe your eyes are blurry just in that moment when you see the book. The book does have something to do with sadness. Okay, I hear the far side. She keeps on passing me by. So it can be a book about sadness and loss. You're going to know the right one when you see this. And I'm not saying go buy books. You can read most books online if you know where to go find them. But if you can go into a bookstore, I would advise that. If you find the book online, most places that are reputable will give you a sample reading of the book where you can look at a few pages. The appearance of the book is going to catch your attention. Whatever you're allowed to read for free is going to catch your attention. If it bores you or you're just like, ew, what the fuck is this? That ain't the book. You're going to know this book and you're going to want it. You're going to want it. It's a game changer. And it will be the start of getting control of how you react, respond, what you're more aware of. It's just getting your mind in control. Okay? That's what it's going to take to stop them from being able to do what they want to you. Whoever this was for. Whatever this book is that catches your attention, there may be video on this. Like there is audio of it and there's video of it at the same time. Whatever's in this book is going to teach you how to, or give you some ideas on how to speak, waiting to speak, ways to interact with the others so that you blend in a little bit. And I don't want to sit here and say you crazy or nothing like that. But if you're an angel guide and you came down here to do work that is of benefit to others, high probability your big ass wings are flapping around too much, catching people's attention. Your angel wings, you're not supposed to be flapping them here in this space, okay? We hide them here, right? We blend in. You blend in, but you keep flapping the wings, right? And that creates haters. It brings in followers. It brings in people who want to cause harm. This makes for dangerous relationships. It brings in a lot of fake people. It brings in a ceiling of limitations, not a sky limit. It's more like a little ceiling. One of you, okay, and this is another reason to get a hold of your brain. How you think, how you respond. No snap, crackle, and pop data. Okay? One of you, whoever this is for, you have a gift. Okay? I don't know what kind of gift it is. Artistic, some shit like that. I don't know. But you have a gift that, whether it is now or down the line or in the past, has been worth gold money. Okay? Moolah moolah. Not little welfare checks or no regular job checks. None of that. I'm talking big fucking money. So there's great value, yes, in holding on to you for a minimal check, but the souls around you have a job to do. And it's to stop you from putting your creation into this realm. What? Okay, let me just ask. Is there any data we can ask? Can we find out any data about what the gift is? Blindfold. It's undone. And man, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I literally can't tell you. Whatever the work is, whatever the grand work, it must be some past life data you coming through that the other souls know they need to block you. The bots. The bots. Let's see if I can get some more light in here. Okay. So the bots know they need to block you, okay? The bots know they need to slow you down, keep you on a more restrained, frustrating, contained timeline. I'm not. If more, okay. If more data needs to come out about the book, it'll come out in future readings. I think this is where I'm going to stop with this. But whoever you are, there is indeed a work in progress to alter your future, and this will slice lifetime out of you. And the only proper reaction to this is to prove them wrong. And this can't be a situation of pointing fingers or anything like that. Literally, you can't prove them right. If you're dealing with people who are saying you're crazy or you act wrong, you act bad, you're wild, blah, 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 it would not matter to fight for this. They have to see that you do have the ability to control yourself. Not only do you have the ability to control yourself, But there's a gift bubbling under the surface of all of that frustration that has come from the environment, the orbit of the others, in fact, because that's what you're dealing with. That's what you're dealing with, the orbit of the others inflicted on you, and you're expressing it outward. But they're going to call you fucking crazy. So the only way to deal with this is to show them that not only are you together, but you don't need that energy from them. And they must realize it in this lifetime. They have to be proven wrong. And I'm just saying they have to be. They don't really, but. And the rest of your data is in a book. You may also be here to write a book. Look at that. I'm just shuffling. Spirit comes out. Trust the journey. Use your intuition where necessary. But you are getting, there's an angel guide around you. I don't know who you are, but you may have a new or an angel guide around you that's not always around you. And they have reached a period or a point in evolution beyond the flesh. Divine changes. Wow. So there's a restart that needs to happen. And the restart isn't between you and them. It's between you and you. And I'm serious when I tell you this isn't a change that you can speak of to others. They simply have to see it. You cannot talk about it. Vibrating it out gives them an opportunity to go back to war with you, to stop it. So this must be silent battle of the self, because you may have people who want to control yourself, but you are already in control of yourself. And so there's a choice in cycle. Love yourself more, absorb less of the hurt from the others. Don't focus on the distortion, focus on what's clear, focus on clarity. And don't forget to feel blessed every day. Because there's a high probability you got people around you that ain't that fucking bright. The problem is they're brighter than you because they know some data that maybe you're too emotional to go look at. You're too emotional, or maybe you simply don't understand. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. The appearance needs to be altered. Not like I'm not saying just do your hair different. But if you got people around you who are calling you crazy and have the ability to fuck with your freedoms or fuck with how you sleep at night, you definitely have to play a different game of ball here. They have to see that you love yourself a lot, and not from a place of anger, finger pointing, I'm aggressive ego. It's got to be coming from a place of, you know what, I'm calmer than all of you. My mind is more together than all of you. This right here that's going on right here is, I'm not going to tolerate this. No raising of the voice, no aggression, no acting crazy, no proving them right. And if you do this, man, and you got your skill set on, you looking good, eventually in time, yes, they actually look crazy. They look crazy. They look like they don't love you. Everything you may have already felt. It took time to get you to this place. They took time to get you to this place. It's going to take some time to undo it. The good thing is it's not going to take as much time. Aha. So instead of cause and effect, it's affecting the cause. You may also be causing an effect to what they were doing to affect you. And their ability to go forward, onward, and upward with you in tow, far in the back, you can cut that. But they got to know, they have to be able to see that you're mentally stronger than what the fuck they're talking about. And they need to know that they don't understand how your brain thinks. That's the fucking problem. They don't under they don't understand how you think because the books they fucking read were fucking pamphlets written in 1960 something something before Jesus Christ. Fucking A, man. Give yourself peace of mind. And it's learning the art of not being a fucking sponge. Like SpongeBob SquarePants, he's in the water, right? He's under the ocean, right? And then he absorbs everybody's sadness, pains. People fuck his whole life up all day. He's just absorbing. Don't be SpongeBob. Don't be SpongeBob. And understand that in life you will continue to attract the impression of yourself. And that impression is based on other motherfucking people. So that knock that data out. Etch a sketch, jiggle that motherfucking shit right on out the picture, please. Because the soul knows you can't. Okay. Their souls know that you came here to do something else. They don't realize it because most people aren't awake. That doesn't mean the soul and subconscious isn't recognizing the familiarity of someone's greatness. You ever just like see somebody you don't know and you're just like, oh my God, they have such an amazing appearance, their energy, their aura. Oh my God. It's very regal. It's blah blah blah. That was sensed in you at birth. Okay? So motherfuckers have had plenty of time to like make you not know that. They had a lot of time, right? So I'm gonna need you to knock off the distraction. Stop being focused on what the fuck poison they're trying to feed you mentally, emotionally. What they've given you is bad focus. And that is very effective in this lifetime. In this realm, on this planet, throwing you off balance is the easiest thing to do. Why? Well, on a scientific level, the Earth is spinning at 16,000 miles an hour, if you believe that. The Earth is spinning around and around in a circle, and so it's very easy to knock you off balance. Let's keep it simple. All right? And the rest is just what they say, what they do, how they act, but it's their energy. And that's why they were put in on your path each time. That's what they do. They create spells. They cast spells, cast aspersions, cast bad ideas, thoughts, separation. They are the subtraction gang crew. The subtraction years. That's what they do. If you could imagine like an old Western film and you got all the robbers, bank robbers, they're on horseback, right? And imagine like a gang of them, like 5, 10 of them. That's what you get each lifetime. And it's not funny, but it is ultimately funny if you can pull yourself out of this. And you can. That's the thing. You can. You can, because it's control over the mind. And the last time I checked, the mind, your brain, is in your head. So access is given, not taken. Uh-huh. So there is some healing that needs to happen. You need to change the way you look at others. You need to change the way your heart is open to others. You do have to protect yourself. You do have to protect your heart. Others are here to do different things, right? It's to throw you off, distract you, slow you down. They watch, they wait like birds of prey. But the thing is, within you is a universal mind. You are connected to the cosmic hard drive. Some people like to call it the Akashic Records. I like science more. I call it the hard drive. Everyone's connected. Most people do not know they are connected. Okay? I would say the majority, overwhelming mass of the planet has no fucking idea there is a hard drive or that there are connected to it. They could, I don't know. Okay? But you are connected to the hard drive. You have access to the higher levels of thinking. But you must decide to point your energy in that direction. You got to make that decision. And you ain't got forever. Okay? So you need to get in, you need to get tapped in, read a book. And I do feel like it is a self-help book of sorts. It's not, no, okay, the words I heard is Joel Osteen, but I see a big red mark in front of his name. So not his books, okay? Joel Osteen, whatever, not his books. But it is inspirational speak like that on a more understanding how your brain works, not the world around you. I think this is a starting point in the readings also. But you need to get your hands on this stuff. So take your time, have a look around it. Self-help books. I feel like you are going to be guided. Oh, look at the bottom. One of my new cards. Evolve. So there is some book out there, some data out there for you involving devolution, not the evolution, and not even the revolution or the revolution. It's more of people being able to pick you apart until there's nothing fucking left. This lifetime, though, you get to break that chain. But it's not going to be broken because you talked about it. It will be broken because you moved in that energy. You acted like it. You let those people whose job is to devolve, right? That's their job. You're letting them see that their jobs don't work, not on you. And then you flap your wings in their face a little bit and go on about your business. I don't know why I feel like there's something else here. Okay. I think that's very clear there. Take our vibe, put a no on an X. If you're old enough to date, or you are coming coming out of a relationship, there's an ex in your environment. There's an ex you need to stop giving energy to. You stop thinking about that motherfucker, talking about that motherfucker. It's like stirring up proof or the flames of insanity. You may be giving those bots all the ammunition they need, or concrete they need to keep you on that old timeline, to freeze your timeline. Karma creation. So be aware of that at this time. Get to work on this part right here, because as I did say at the beginning of the reading, this is timeline ending, like lifeline ending. And I don't mean to be so like harsh and dark about it, but fuck it. I'm obviously being allowed to give you this data. So this is karma and creation. You can stop the floodwaters more so than anyone else. And remember that you're not here to fix the stupid shit. You're not here to fix the stupid shit. So now is the time. You've been gifted a vision. You've been gifted experiences. You can either use that data to move forward and know that you don't want to repeat that, or not. There's ego reducing that needs to happen, hater energy that needs to stop, lying that needs to stop, lying to yourself or others. It feels like a time of introspect, going within, taking on a higher version of yourself and sticking with that. Like, the quieter you are within self and soul, the better your hearing becomes when it comes to dealing with others. You're being gifted awareness. So make use of it. And again, this is memory map data. So the situation you're in right now does come from family, trauma, issues, or the lack of education on how to be a certain type of person in this world. That can come from a parent spoiling a child too much. Maybe you got everything you wanted. That doesn't mean that your parents taught you how to deal with the world around the corner from your house. So if your parents washed your clothes, fed you, spoon fed you, did your homework, and then one day you were out on your own, life would be difficult because nobody taught you how to function, or they don't know how to function. Maybe they don't know. Maybe it goes back that far. Maybe they don't know how to function in the world. I hear old song, gray skies are going to clear and put on a happy face. Spread sunshine all over the place. When you put on a happy face, whatever that means, take that data. So your guides and goddesses want you to take their vibes. Take their vibe. And if there is someone, you have an ex, and you be still talking about their ass or thinking about their ass, stop it. Find a hobby. Get that book. That's your homework for the rest of the week. Find that book. Find that book. It's going to show you how to observe, test, and then control the pretenders around you who know how to play games with old data. I'm done. I hope this was some kind of helpful for whoever needed this. This was not by no landslide a full collective reading. This is a reading for somebody who needed to hear this. Knock the shit off. Okay, I'm looking at this too. Before I put this deck away, what's standing up here and catching my attention? Whatever you're doing can be captured, or it has been captured on video and audio. Knock that shit off. If you're cutting up where other people can record and go, look how crazy they are, or look what they said, You got to stop that. The bad acting is going to be very expensive. It's like, you see my cards, serial killing off elements of the life, saying you may get things back together, and then suicide. Wrong path, wrong direction. This can be somebody taking you in the wrong path, wrong direction. Um, Getting into a bad tangle with somebody who can trap you, contain you. Maybe the people working on you now trying to contain you. So there is a flipping of this the leaf turnover, whatever. There's an alteration of the script that you must uh, encode, and it needs to happen a fucking sap. You do not have a lot of time. And I'm sorry to make a dark reading, but it's not meant for you to have a shortened timeline. It's meant for you to do the big work. And that means you'll be here for some time doing it, where things get better and you take on a leadership role in a way that is more conducive to your true work. Um, and your guides, your people from beyond want you to do this. So I'm starting to heat up right now. First I was cold, now I'm heating up. Okay. Okay, sorry I had to stop for a second right there. There was more. Your angel guides are trying to get your guides, whether they're angels or not, they're trying to get your attention. You need to alter this timeline quickly. You really, really got to alter this timeline and go forward with strength. But the way you conduct yourself is the only way to stop them. The way you move is the only way to stop them. And this isn't a getaway from them. Each timeline, each lifetime, you encounter these same energies. So you're going to have to learn how to be above them, stand taller than them. It's already in you. This ain't no, like, the book's just going to remind you. So start looking for your book. It's just going to wake up stuff you forgot. Okay? That's all. Ain't no pulling no new shit out of nobody's ass. This is just data you forgot. You're going to remember it, and then you're looking good. You're sounding good. You're feeling good. And you get back what was taken. But this timeline is this ability to alter the timeline is so limited. My stomach's hurting now. I'm getting anxiety from this. So my stomach's hurting. I'm going to stop here. But the current schedule of this timeline, I said already, I'm not repeating that. Go back and watch the original reading if you need to. Save it. I don't know how long, if I'll leave it up here or not. I know you'll hear it when it's time for you to hear it. Okay? Find your book, work on your gratitude that you are connected enough to get cosmic data. It's already in you. It's all around you. It's time to work on it, make it happen. And I really feel like if I were near you, guidance says, and I knew this was your data specifically, I would literally get behind you and push you to make you run. Get to the other timeline. No time to waste. Only up from here, huh? Only up. And only up and great. Only up and only great is what I just heard. Only up, only great. Not ego, visual. Only up that they can see, and only greatness that they can see. You get what I'm saying? Don't toot your own horn, is what I just heard. Don't toot your own horn. Yeah, I gotta go. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would help a lot. If this was your reading, you ain't gotta comment on it. Just get to the work, huh? Just do the work, okay? And know, no matter what they say, if you want to be, you are well. See you next time.